Hello, Cheap Dave here. It's Wednesday, the 10th of August. Just sitting outside my apartment block in Ubon, just do a short blog on how my life has changed over the last 3, 4, maybe 5 years, something like that. But it's changed an awful lot, so I just thought I'd bore you with the details. So it all started around 4 years ago. I was living in Costa, Blanca in Spain, a little place called Costa, just inland from Torrevieja and about 20 miles from Alicante. I've been living there for about 6, 7 years, and what I would do, I'd generally visit back to UK, go stop at a friend's house, go and visit family and friends, probably at least once a month, maybe a little bit more often. But on one occasion when I was back in England, my mum had a stroke, getting on a bit, getting late 80s to 90 years old, and my dad was there as well, so I decided to move back to England and take care of them. So then few years, 2 to 3 years, I was caring for my parents. It was hard times, difficult to do, and the government paid me £69 a week, which is a joke. So I'd just like to say well done to anyone else that looks after friends or family as a carer. It's not as easy as people think, but and what the government give you is a joke. But yeah, I stayed there for 2, 3 years and just looked after my parents. Now, it weren't all bad. I spent a lot of time with my mum talking, told me so much about family and what things had gone on in the past over the years. So it was a good time to be with them. Anyway, I looked after them the best I could. Sadly, in 2021, in January, my mum died, and in towards November, December, my dad died. So yeah, it was a bad year, but I wasn't too shocked because obviously I think they were both about 93 when they died. They had a good life, and I was glad to be there at the end. So that took me to February 2022, and I've been planning travelling for a long time. It was just obviously I hadn't got the opportunity. So on the 11th of February, jumped on a plane to Bangkok. No real intention of going back to UK. I thought if I don't like it over the Far East, I can always go back to Spain or Portugal or somewhere like that where there's a bit of decent weather. I know you've had good weather in England this year, but that's very rare. So anyway, ended up in Bangkok, and I did 4 months travelling around Thailand. So I had 4 months in Thailand, and during that time I did meet a lady that I really liked in Koh Chang, and I ended up getting a lift up to their hometown, Ubon, where they showed me around. Had a great time there, and then I left Ubon and headed up north to Chiang Mai, a load of other towns, Udon Thani, and all the way down back to Ubon, where I met up with the ladies again. Yeah, so I met up with Mod and Oi early on when I came to Thailand, probably about the third month. I wasn't really looking for any sort of serious relationship, but it was really nice to be with them, a little bit of company, and it all worked out nice. So then I ended up back in Ubon for a few weeks before shooting off to Malaysia, and I've had 2 months travelling around Malaysia before coming back to Ubon, where that's where I am now basically. So my plan now is I'm going to stay in Ubon with Mod and Oi for well, I've got the month here, probably extend that for another month before shooting off to the Philippines for a month, and then coming back here again. I'm going to use Ubon as my base for a while until Mod gets fed up with me and dumps me. And then I don't know what I'll do after that. I'll have to wait and see. But what I like about this is I don't have to take all of my luggage with me, carrying a big suitcase, one big hand luggage. It's costing me £25 a time every time I fly just to put the case on. So I can leave my case in Ubon, just take hand luggage for the month. It was getting a bit much for me lugging all of that stuff around. The legs aren't that brilliant, so when I do go to the Philippines, it's going to be a welcome change just to have the one piece of hand luggage, and at the end of the month when I've got to leave the Philippines, just come back here to Ubon, put myself into a local hotel and have fun going out with the girls. So my plan for the future, I'm hoping to get between a year and a half more of travelling, having a look around different countries, and then, like I say, coming back here to Ubon. Mod can't really travel at the moment, so because she's working here, and she also has got an old auntie here that she looks after. She wants to keep an eye on her, so she's always busy. So maybe sometime in the future, when I find somewhere I do want to settle for good, if she's hung about long enough with me, then maybe we can find somewhere together and chill out. But yeah, so far everything's good. It's changed so much. Everything has changed from my original plans, but you look at 6 months, a year's time, and everything might change again. But it's great fun doing it. I'm enjoying doing the YouTubing, even though the channel's not doing that well. But I'll keep doing it. It's a great way of keeping all the memories of anything I see. So that's how much my life has changed in the last 4, maybe 5 years, from living in Spain to taking care of my parents to doing all this roaming around, enjoying myself. So hope you enjoyed the video, got to know me a little bit better, and press the like, subscribe. And one last thing, got a bit of advice for you. If you've got any dreams you would love to do, anything like that, you can afford it, then do it as soon as you can, because you're not going to live forever. So just get out and do it.
That's me. Unique.
เข้านี่ดูกับมาดูแบบนี้ดู
Cheers.
ตามจอด